Learning purple. Ugh. Sorry about that. Alright. Where are you? Ah, here we go. Edit. Alright, so we could take out this for a white card type option, and there's not a lot of them, so we'll put you in. Perfect. I could probably still end up taking maybe the scramble out for Beelzemon's option. Purple option, search. Let's go with, there you go, 7 full cluster. Debating about getting rid of maybe a mist for something else. I could keep mist in, and then I could probably maybe take out Argo. So I could probably go down a mist, maybe lose out on the Argomon and just put in the Wizard and Wizard X. Or not Wizard. Ball. Oh, he's not an option. So, Ball X. And then I think this should be okay. I could always play around with these. I think, like, I'm just a little too reliant on these doing stuff to climb. And most of the time, I'm probably not going to be digivolving on top of a Dusk. But we'll see. Because... what does this at least do? Trash the top 3 if this has ball or... Oh, wait. When digivolving, return from your trash to your hand the X antibody. So I literally don't even need the baseball mon. The baseball mon's just for the on delete to be able to play out something, but then I kind of have to like lose stuff. In order to like really take advantage of this. So I could get rid of these. Well, hold on. Because this works off of the on delete here, but I'm not trying to delete myself. I could because I have calling, but that's not really the game plan. So there is this. So I had 2 of you in. The big question is, do I put one of this? So I'm already mid-attack, so I don't get the when attacking effect if I'm going to be using Itmon. So I honestly don't think I need this, and therefore I don't think I need the other thing either. I think like maybe I could just not do this Balmon and just use this to grab the X antibody back. That's probably better. And then what else am I doing? I could put a mist back in. Oh no, I was gonna play 1 scramble. Because I only need one scramble. There. Alright. Yeah, how is everyone tonight? I know this is a little bit of a late stream, but my work schedule changed, so I figured I could try it. And like I had this like brainchild of like I know it's kind of like other people probably had the idea too of combining like Beelzemon and Velgermon or like the purple hybrid stuff, but the real question is like how hard or deep do you go into the Beelzemon stuff? I guess that's like the big debate because you could go deeper into Beelzemon, but I because of how Duskmon and Velgermon play, you really don't want to go into anything else but them. Like, they're extremely greedy Digimon. So, like, that's kind of where I'm just literally focusing purely on starter deck Imp to be able to warp. And then use the X antibody to go into BL's X and kind of close out the game that way. Or like if I don't close out the game that way, then I just like chip and aggress with hybrids and Uko aggression. I have the scramble to be able to like make going into the Balmon cheaper in case I do want to go into that direction. Then I also have Scramble to be able to get Guilmon back, and if I don't get Guilmon back, then I could get literally any of the purple level 3s and then Digivolve for like 2 into a Promote and Rush. So like I just feel like this probably makes the most sense, just having an ever so slight hint of Beelzemon. Sevenfold Cluster is bugged. And the trash effect doesn't trigger? Okay. I mean, Sevenfold Cluster's really not needed for this build at all. So, like, if it's bugged on here, then I could just get rid of it for, like, either another Missed Memory Boost or Purple Scramble. Or just literally anything. I'll probably want to do maybe another Missed Memory Boost. So, thank you for the heads up, X89. So, we'll try it. We'll see where this goes. Because, like, I did see another build that was going deeper into Beelzemon, and I really don't feel like the deck needs to do that at all. This is pretty mediocre, so let's go ahead and mulligan that. This is a little bit better. Oh, I forgot the eggs. Of course. Hold on. How can I forget the eggs? So would I just want the memory gain off of Cupid? And then probably Demimera for the cycle. Because I know there's the milling yourself, but I honestly just don't think we need to do that. Alright, so we'll try this again, part 2. Garbage. Still kind of bad. Yeah, I know, Cookie. Purple is probably the most degenerate color in Digimon by far. Like, don't get me wrong, blue is incredibly strong, but I think, like, where blue is strong is way more limited to where purple is strong. So, I think, like, purple is just way more degenerate and toxic of a color. Ooh, that was a good draw. Draw one. Discard one. Because, like, I think, like, the big thing in... I'll probably end up talking about this in an episode of the podcast, is, like... The amount of flexibility that purple has is borderline unmatched compared to most colors in the game because of the fluidity of everything just wants to be in the trash. Like, your trash is your deck. And it is your second hand. And it is, like, this ungodly resource. So I can just move up. I don't really have anything great. I could just digivolve into a Velgar. So, like, use Scramble. Digivolve into Velgar for 3. Choke him to 1. Yeah, but then he has Wisdom, so then he just does this bullshit. I have Cupid, so I think I just double Gazi. I could have Velgared on top of the Koichi. That was another viable option. But I think this is fine. Yeah, I think he messed up. He's probably doing it just for the card draw. And to choke me. So now I just do this. Ooh, the Dusk is huge. I can't quite Jack Raid yet. He's moving slow and he's not able to really gain any memory. So this is probably safe. I'll change you to probably either red or green. Let's do red. So that way I kind of locked him out of digivolving. Okay, that's fine. It's also fine. This lets me grab the imp back. And he can't digivolve. I mean, he could digivolve in the back. Yeah, Ghosts is what one of my local buddies is, like, really super hyped about. I like both of them, but I think I have to take the BL. I know I at least can find maybe another BLs. I'm only running 2, but I think just for the sake of it, I'm gonna have to take the BLs. I hate doing that. But it had to be done. Do I just, like, Unga Bunga? So I could swing here, Digivolve into Velgar, mill at least 2. So let's start with that. We'll Digivolve him into Velgar. When digivolving, mill 2, end of attack. Delete 1 Digimon to delete all of the opponent's Digimon with the lowest level. Yes. So I'll delete this. And then that pops that. Easy. And then Uko Swing, Lord Knight. Okay. Trash a card, gain a memory? Why, I would love to do that. Does this Digivolve from the trash? It does. So we'll just trash the Beelzemon. Gain a memory. I could Louie. Move. Gain a memory. And hatch. After searching. Ooh, more Koichis. I know these are the only two of this one, so maybe I do just take this one. Then let's go ahead and hatch. Even though the other one probably was correct. More rivals. I don't really need rivals. We could swing with Uko. I could discard the Vulgar. Or I could just Digivolve up. I don't really think it matters. I'll discard the Vulgar, because he's at 2. So I don't really have a way to gain any extra memory, because this is going to Evo for 4. So I think Vulgar's fine to get rid of. And then I just hold my position, so put him to 1. Ukamon's an okay hit. So now I just need to... I mean, him being at 1, he could Evo for 0 and then go into something else. He's not going to be able to gain any memory, so at least there's that. Yeah, I just wiped his field. That was probably just the easiest thing I could do, was just wipe his field. Unfortunately, I only have 10 cards in here. Otherwise, I would just move out, swing with... Oh, he just quits. Okay. Yeah, because he's not going to gain the memory. So he Evos into his level 4, and then I just kill it immediately with, like, rivals or whatever, because it doesn't have any protection. So, like... And if he's unable to actually just kill my Digimon, which he obviously can't, then I just swing out and win. Like... I was probably in a really... There were probably some plays I could have optimized on, but I was still on a really good position. You love purple. Just the recursion and non-punishment you get for Digimon getting deleted is so free. Yeah, no. Like, there's so many problems with trash-based interactions in Digimon, it's actually kind of crazy. Because if you stop and you think about trash-based interactions, like, there's so many things that put cards into the trash just from the natural progression of the game. So it's just like, purple getting rewarded even more for that is absolutely ridiculous. And then they still, like, funny enough, they still treat certain costs like it's a bad thing, when it's actually a good thing. It's just like, oh, discarding a card from your hand? That's so bad. You really wouldn't want to do that. And then, like, they create all of these, like, super positives where it's just like, oh, no. Discarding, it might be a bad thing, but don't worry. We have a way to offset that. Like, it's crazy that they think self-milling and self-discarding and half the time self-deletion is a bad thing. Like, it's so wild when it comes to, like, their design philosophy. If I killed my own Velgar, I probably had game. Yeah, most likely. Oh, not most likely. I definitely had game because they're not running any removal options. This hand's pretty bad. This hand's much better. Yeah, there's just so many things in Digimon that just progressively put cards into your trash that, like, trashing is, like, anything that goes into your trash is immediately dangerous when it comes to game design. Because, like, I think the big problem with purple as a whole is the fact that there's almost zero trash-based interactions to counter the trash. And I think that's the biggest mistake that Digimon has made and continues to make. Like, sure, they kind of went a little on the overboard side with Paladin mode, but even right now, Paladin mode is just not seeing any play because he doesn't effectively stop lethal good enough to warrant playing as an ace. He's good for just hosing on the trash, but like half the time you'd rather just win the game than slow down the opponent. So hopefully I could find a tamer off of Ukomon, and then I'd be in really good shape. Otama, this can't reduce play costs. Don't do that. Oh, why is he playing this card? That card's not good anymore. So he probably is going to want to take the Hankun, because Hankun's actually the most important level 5 in the whole deck. I don't know what his hand is, but if I was him, I would take the Hankun. That's the easiest Hankun I've ever taken. Yeah, that's the easiest Hankun ever. So I really need a Gazi to like slow him down. The fact that I have 2 rivals in my hand is pretty bad because that means there's way less everywhere else. There's the Gazi. Okay. Hatch. The correct play most likely was the Uko, but because of this matchup and the way it works, Gazi just 100% feels more correct. Let's go ahead and swing a memory boost. So there's 100% zero reason why I'm not playing this Gazi here. So hopefully they don't have a level 4 that bounces the Gazi, and then I'm in really good shape. If they have the level 4 that bounces the Gazi, then I'm in some deep water. So he at least can reduce. It's not ideal. Oh, of course he has it. So now he just bounces the Gazi. And then he's free to use his memory boost, and then he still gains the 1 memory off of Hankun. So I'm in really bad shape, but this is where Rivals comes in. Scramble to go into Hankun for basically 1 less. So he gets to gain 1 memory, so he could still use the memory boost, go up to 3, go into Mirage, bounce my Ukomon, and then still not pass turn. Yeah. I mean, I'm just going to hard Rivals. Oh, there he is. Okay, so there's the Mirage that he was looking for. So if he's probably better off swinging into my Ukomon, even though I would gain the memory. Yeah, it's just to burn my security. Trash a card to gain a memory. Yes. So it didn't end his turn. So I'll be at 2 with oh, Ukomon still. Nice. And then gain, yeah. So that was a very unfortunate turn. There's 2 options available to me. I could Gazi and hope he doesn't have anything to respond to the Gazi, or I could just Rivals and get rid of this. I think maybe based on where he's at, just throwing out the Gazi's probably just good enough. And then next turn, just try to find something else. So he doesn't really have anything in his trash, so... Yeah, I need, like, a tamer set up really badly. So this Mirage is pretty much not threatening anymore because of the Gazi. The Lunamon tech. Okay, so he's on that garbage. I think that's just an inferior way to play Mirage. From my experience at Nationals, floodgates matter so much right now. It's actually ridiculous how important they are. And if you're a deck that's not running them, you better have 110% gas. Otherwise, you are just going to get floodgated out of the game. And then you can't play. And you're going to feel really stupid when the opponent claps you really hard. I can't tell you how many games I was on Mirage where I functionally just could not do anything. Like when the opponent had a Digimon out. So like this Gazi, unfortunately, like this Gazi means a lot. And, oh, there's a Koichi. Came a tiny bit late. So, now there's, like, zero reason for me to swing. So, I could either rivals this, or I could just try to set up a Koichi and make, like, a play. I think the correct answer is just set up the Koichi. Even though, like, I am going to probably just take another... No, I have to rivals. It is unfortunate. I am just going to have to rivals. Because, like, I lose on field. Because he does 2 checks, and then he has a 3rd Digimon coming out of raising. So, unfortunately, he could scramble for the piece that he wants. He has a card on the field, so he's most likely going to take the level 4. Yeah, there's no reason not to take the level 4 to out the Gazi, and then use all the memory. So I'm still just dead because I was just moving too slow and I didn't see a tamer. And the, like, what, turn 2 Mirage is just that imposing. Yeah, so this is a loss. Like, I have to pray that my security was good enough in that instance, and that's why you have to run floodgates. 2 Mirage, like, 2 Gazis means that Mirage is pretty much neutered. Oh, I guess they disconnected. Cool. That was random. So, like, that's why when it came to, like, building my interpretation of, like, Beelzemon purple hybrids, not running the floodgates just felt fundamentally incorrect. I think this is an okay hand. We'll keep this. Like, it felt fundamentally incorrect because of the fact that I don't think that this, like, Beelzemon has enough gas to just straight up OTK. It needs a decent amount of setup, and its setup can still be, like, sort of stopped in a way. I think this is going to be a pretty hard matchup. My draw was not very good. So, I think I just set up the Koichi, put him to 1. Like, this deck lives and dies by literally this card. Like, if I don't see Dusk and I don't see Velgar, I'm basically not playing the game in any way, shape, or form. That's okay, because now I can, like, hard play Matt to grab it back. Or I could grab Gazi, but this deck really doesn't gain that much memory to where I feel like I would need to grab the Gazi back. I think just knowing that I have the BLs set up would just be more beneficial. Ooh, that's huge. So we're going to push out, gain the memory. We're going to gain another memory. Oh, he has name-based, so changing this literally doesn't matter. So I think I have to swing with Uko. I could swing into his Digimon, but it's just going to die anyway, so that's fine. Trash to gain a memory. So there's an argument for trashing the BLs, but there's also an argument for doing something else. No, I think trashing the BLs is correct. Because... Well, I could always wait on it. So I could do Duskmon, and then this is going to just grab the Duskmon back. Ooh, a Velger. We're gonna change you to purple. Return a card from trash to hand. Yes. We're gonna grab the Dusk back, just because. And then Digivolve. Hopefully I draw a rookie. That would be, like, the most optimal. Nope. Alright. A Tamer. Not good. So I at least get to play this. He is going to go to 4 anyway. So I might as well just set up my mem setter. Grab a purple, probably grab the imp. Just so I could have, like, imp BLs set up. Because I could discard the BLs off of the Koichi. Yeah, I could always Evo Dusk into imp. It's just more expensive that way. Because Dusk takes a 3 Digivolution cost on anything but a Koichi. But I technically could. Like, Imp is literally in here for the warp play. Because if I get my trash set up fast enough, then I could do 2 checks and Evo for, like, 1. That's an alright card. Yes. So let's Evo down here. Ooh, a Koichi. So we're gonna probably end on a Koichi. So there's an argument to Dusk on Matt. So that way I can grab Dusk back and replay the Matt. So I think that's the play. X antibody. Alright. We're looking good. We'll change the Tamer, I guess. It really doesn't matter. We'll change the Tamer to green. Digivolve, yes. You. Into Velger. Okay, he gets to play out another Tamer. So, I think I'm in a really bad spot. Yes. I will delete. Yes. I will play you out. And I will grab back at Dusk. Yeah, so... Maybe... No, I think the memory-wise, it just doesn't matter. I could have Evo'd here into something else, but this is fine. This is fine. We can make do. Yeah, because he's going to go to 3 anyway, so I think I just Koichi. And hope he just doesn't have it. This is where we discard the BLs. So, unfortunately, my trash isn't quite as set up as I want it to be. Like, if I could just magically have 20 cards in trash by now, like, if they had more colors on their field, then I would be in such a good spot. So, I think he just double hybrid. Yeah, he just, like, hybrids me because of the memory gain. Yeah, he'll like draw, gain a memory. Rivals, that kills it. Not like that matters anymore. Oh, does he not? Yellow. Interesting. So I think I literally just win because of Duskmon, like Duskvelgar shenanigans. What app is this? This is Digimon Card Game Online, or DCGO for short. Yeah, so even though... Okay, the Rusher, that's pretty nice. Even though I won't... I won't get to win with Beelzemon. I still basically just win because of Duskmon. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and... So, I could Dusk here first. Because I should have just enough memory to do whatever I need, right? So... No, we Dusk on the memory gain just to ensure we have enough. Change this to green again. Then we swing. Use one of your... Yep. We'll go ahead and do this. Into Velgar. Delete myself, because why not? Gain a memory. Play a Tamer. So I could play the Koichi just to get another card in the trash. I think that's what I want. Then discarding... What am I discarding? I guess it really doesn't matter what I discard at this point. So Rivals is probably the worst card in my hand right now. So I have 18, so one more rep. Oh, I misplayed. Oopsies. I was supposed to add back... I was supposed to use this to add it back and then use this. Okay. So I did misplay. How do I recover from here? Because I only have 18 cards in my trash. So that's the awkward part. And I don't have X antibody in my hands. Because if I had X antibody in my hand, I could recover. So, yeah. I think I just threw. You've been on Jesmon and Tyrant a few months. Nothing really interesting in months. Excited, but getting new support in EX8 for Tyrant. Waiting for Jesmon to cook with it. I feel ya. Yeah, I just threw hardcore, though. Oh, maybe I didn't, actually. Hold on. If this dies... Okay, good. I'm like, no, I think I'm good. Trash one card, gain a memory. So we trash probably Koichi. No, I could actually just trash the X antibody. That's fine. And then this should have rush, right? Oh, no, he doesn't have 20. Dang, I was just like, if this had rush, I win. But it doesn't. Yeah, I threw. I wasn't paying attention to the proper order of things, and I threw. Because I should have swung, got a Dusk back from my trash to be able to then get the extra, like, hybrid that I needed. So, or just digivolved into a Dusk from my trash, on top of the Koichi. So I had multiple avenues to win that, and I threw. Yeah, I threw. That was my bad. But funny enough, like it kind of shows that this just it kind of works. I think this is just a keeper because the double Uko, just that amount of pressure is just too much. So we'll keep. Because most likely I'm just gonna raise Uko, play Koichi, and then I'm basically set for almost the rest of the game. This matchup's pretty difficult. This matchup is especially difficult. Well, I mean, their security really doesn't matter. So it's not like it's that bad. Let me discard you. Oh, this is the awkward part where I actually just don't really have enough to do. Like, he gave me a lot of memory, and unfortunately, I don't have any extra tamers to be able to set up anything. So, it just is unfortunate. But sure, I'll just rivals this. I know there's a better use for rivals later, but I didn't have anything else to do. Oh, it's 20 total? I need to read Rush Guilmon then. I should have just played it and saw anyway. So that's a lot of security. Do I really need another Koichi? So how much memory did they give me? They gave me 3 memory. So I'm already just going to set up another Koichi and an Uko. So I think I do just take the Uko. There's an argument for the Balmon X, but I don't think I'm going to be doing the whole stack climby thing. At least not as of right now. Well, that's a good card to have in hand. So there's an argument to attack, and then there's an argument just to leave this alone. I think I'll just attack. I know they're just going to ace, but I can out their ace later. Oh, that bounces it to my hand, right? Yeah, so that doesn't really matter. Do I just get rid of the Velgar? I think I do. So what does this do? Does this really do anything? During all turns, when a card's added to your security stack? Okay, it really just doesn't do anything then. I mean, he's got 8 security I have to fight through. And I'm going to be burning my raising area. There's the wizard. Unfortunately, missing out on an imp is unfortunate. But the Duskmon is really important here. Oh, I found the Immon anyway. Does he have a blue ace? Like a blue level 5 ace? Because I think like I'm gonna have to rely on the alt wing condition on just milling out. This is where things get kind of awkward. I think maybe I get rid of the promote. The mat's pretty good here. I'll change you to, let's go green. We'll digivolve on top of himself. Okay, that's a good draw. Shadow Seraphi? Yeah, it's weird how that works. So now I just grab the Dusk back. Rush Guilmon. Yeah, I think this is probably just a mill out game. So I'll probably just digi. Is Louis in the trash? Did I discard Louis? No. Okay. So I don't think I care about this. The big question is, I think this has to be this card. And then I now need a way to discard the Beelzemon. So that way I could line up the Imp. I'm not going to be able to burn through all of the security. But it is funny knowing that I could. So let's go ahead and punch security. Oh, I just discard it. Yeah, I just discard it here. Duh. And he gets to play it for free, draw 2 cards, which is good for me because I'm trying to mill him out. Digivolve here, because this should just reset everything, right? Rivals. We'll change you to green again. We'll swing, digivolve into a Velger. Shoto, that doesn't really matter. Yes. Gain a memory. Play card from trash. Play out a Koichi. Discard. I could Calling to grab it back. This will be for 3, and then I could Jack Raid. I'm just gonna try doing a lot. Like, I don't exactly know what I'm doing, but yeah, it's weird that you could block the Tamer in this. We'll change Shoto to we'll change Shoto to red. I don't think they're running any red options. So now I just Loopy again. Yes. Oh no! I don't get to delete his thing. We'll just play out memory setting Matt. So that way I could add... I already have one Duskmon in hand? Yeah. Yeah, I think they probably realize that I'm probably just going to try milling them out, because all I have to do is not mill myself out one turn and then line up just the way to mill them out another turn. And like they can have all the security in the world that they want. It doesn't matter. Yeah, that's like where Purple Hybrids kind of just hardcore beats out security control, is you just double down on the mill out strategy. This hand's okay. I'll keep this. I have yet to do the Beelzemon shenanigans. But that's because playing Purple Hybrids towards its own strength is probably just better than trying to double down and play the Beelzemon stuff. Like, when it comes up, it'll come up. But if it doesn't come up, I'm not gonna be crying. And I think, like, that's the way that this version of the build is, because I know others have been working on it. It's just the fact that this loops it into itself is, like, the dumbest thing ever. Like, honestly, oh, Royal Knights. Interesting. Well, he has a blocker. Gazimon really doesn't do much, so I think I do just take the imp. Hatch. Yeah, this is unfortunate. The early blocker just walled me out. This puts me on more of a timer. So I really need to see Velgermon, like, ASAP, because I need to constantly keep using Dusk Velger to delete his Digimon, and then he can't play the game. So that's essentially the pattern that I have to get into. So that's why I'm, like, doubling down on the search. That's fine. I could lose the 2 memory. I do not care. Porcupine. Extra mat. There's the Velger. That's what I was looking for. And another Dusk. That's good. Yeah, I think, like, once they understood that all I have to do is just Dusk Velger every single turn, they just can't play the game. Because that's the unfortunate weakness to Royal Knights, is if you constantly kill their stuff, there's nothing going underneath the Yggdrasil. And, like, because I had enough memory, he would have kept the Sistermon, or, like, he would have lost the Sistermon, but the preceding turns afterward would be much more difficult. I'm going first, so what? Gazi in the Raising, then Mist. It's not the worst. I do have a Koichi to be able to do something. It just really depends on my draw and my mills. What are people expecting from BT20, BT21? Personally, I'm excited for the new Gumdramon. So, as far as BT20, everyone's just hyped about everything in that set. Ooh, I would have rather had Ukomon start, but this is fine. Ooh, I got the Velger in the trash. That's big. So as far as, like, BT20, the whole thing is kind of just hype in my perspective. Like, there's a lot of stuff people are excited for. As far as BT21, it's just protagonists for the most part. So it's just whatever protagonist stuff people are gonna like and lean towards. I know Gallantmon getting literally like 3 waves of support is kind of nutty. Like, that legitimately is kind of nutty. I don't know if I... No, I could probably risk raising. The big question is, do I swing or do I just use this to try to block memory? Because I'm putting him at 1 because of the Koichi. It's just, do they have the PAL X to suspend this? That's the big thing. I'll risk it. I think the Floodgate's worth the risk. Alright, they do have the PAL X. So they have to beat up my Gazi before they could use Green Memory Boost. Because what? They Evo for 2. Oh, it's Evo for 1. Because of the Inheritable. Oh, they're just going to go for it? I think that's a mistake. Like, I have a Floodgate. And that's the only time you're going to have it suspended. So you have to go to Bloomlord, and I think you just locked yourself out of doing that. Because you're not able to gain any memory. So I think they just goofed. Yeah. Meanwhile, I just Dusk Velger. Like, that's basically it. Meanwhile, I just Dusk Velger. Yeah, because you're still going to be paying something for the Bloomlord. Because you already used the memory thingy here. So, that's Bloomlord for 2. What? Did they not have anything to play out? Yeah, you can't gain memory, my guy. I don't know what you're doing. Yeah, Floodgates are good. Floodgates are really good. Spoiler. Another Velger. Ooh. And funny enough, I could lock him out of his own evolution. That's hilarious. So I'm definitely going to be attacking into it, blowing up myself to blow up this. So it really doesn't matter. His field is just gone. We'll change you to black. Oh, let's return the Duskmon I just discarded. And then play out the Tamer. Ayo. Easy peasy. This game's not that hard. So there's 2 options. I could play out a Tamer, put him to 2, and grab back a Duskmon, or I just play Ukomon and just dig. I think I just play Ukomon, because that puts, like, way more pressure on. Yeah, 3 waves of Gallantmon between regular Greymon, Gaiomon. I mean, Gallant's getting so much love, it's gonna be, like... It's gonna have to be meta by the time BT21 gives it more support. And most likely, the BT21 support is only going to further enhance the BT19 or 2.5 and the EX8 support. So, like, it's probably going to be a better Gallantmon that fits more on, like, it's most likely for Gallantmon, for BT21, going to be a evolution line that's going to support what the X stuff is from EX8. And it's also probably going to support the BT19 stuff. Impmon. So we're gonna hatch and dig. Another Gazi. That's fine. More floodgates. Not a bad thing. Hatch. Do I want to trash a card? Yes, because I have an extra Velgarmon I don't need. Give me that memory. I'm still not entirely set up, so I could just poke with Koichi and Duskmon again. Do I have a Duskmon in here? I do. Okay. Yeah, there's no way I'm not winning this because the Gazimon. So that was an instance where Gazimon was strictly winning me the game because he goes up into his Bloomlord and then his Bloomlord does nothing. Because he doesn't have the memory gain and ability to use his cards to gain the memory needed for Gazimon to, or for Bloomlord to actually be effective. So 2025 will be Gallant and Greymon, the card game. I don't know how good the Greymon updates are going to be. Because right now, Greymon is not meta. So the reason why Greymon is not meta is because it cannot effectively use the monocolored options. So I'm talking about like the scrambles, the memory boosts, and the scrambles, the memory boosts, and the trainings. And the reason why it can't is because of tie. So, like, your best tamer is a black tamer. And all of your best Digimon are red Digimon. So, it doesn't matter the fact that the deck is trying to be more, lean heavier into the red. Literally, this card is single-handedly the card that's keeping Greymon back because it is... Greymon has efficient ways to search it out using its own native stuff, but it doesn't have the speed to keep up with what these cards are providing. Because, like, it's either you have... and the deck is unfortunately reliant somewhat on ties in order to do stuff. Like, maybe a Greymon deck that's not focused and using ties at all is like the way to go. But unfortunately, again, this I believe requires a tie to be on the field. Yeah, this requires a tie to be on the field to warp. Then you have the Agumon. Where's the where are you? Then you have this Agumon, the SR Agumon, that again requires the tie to get into a Digimon for free. And right now, all of your red ties just kind of suck. So, like, literally because this card is black, it is single-handedly holding Greymon as a whole back because they do need this type of a card. And they have no way of actually effectively searching it out, especially with the options to be able to keep pace with the rest of the entire game because they're just... fundamentally not fast enough anymore because they're not really like egregiously cheating on memory. And that's the big thing, is they're too fair of a deck. The only card that's allowing them to kind of like cheat on memory is like you need to have this Agumon set up ideally with like this tie to be able to digivolve into a Greymon for free, and then the Greymon you're ideally going to want to digivolve into is the BT5 one to then gain a memory because you have an Agumon in your source. But if you do that, then you're missing out on digivolving into Agumon X antibody, and there continues the problem between like their X antibody stuff not working with like stuff like this, and it's a good deck that's bogged down by the mechanics it's trying to play with. Whereas Gallantmon's a little bit more fluid because it really just doesn't care. Like, the Tamer is always red, the deck's always red, so it has the ability to run those options, and the only real thing that was holding Gallant back from being good was any kind of protection, with which Gallantmon X Antibody, the new secret rare, at least fixes a good portion of. It's still weak to option removal, but the fact that it has some protection, because you do all your big stuff, you go into Gallantmon X, he'll usually do 2 to 3 security, and then you should literally win the next turn if they can't remove him. Which it's going to be a little on the difficult side to remove him. But yeah, so Agumon kind of started falling off because it also had the consistency issues. There's a lot of reasons why Agumon is not meta. So I do not think 2025 Greymon, Gallantmon gaming is going to be the thing, because a lot of the stuff from the new starter decks is going to be adventure trait. So, like, sure, there'll be Agumons and whatnot, and Greymons, but because it's adventure trait, it wants to try to play with that more than the name specifically. So that's probably the direction that they're going to lean harder into, but the fact that they are going to get a starter deck, they're going to get BT21 support, does at least give hope for Agumon or like a War Greymon deck to come back into the meta. So I'll continue rocking this a little bit more, and then I could swap decks, because like Purple Hybrids is an incredibly degenerate and toxic deck, and I understand that, and I'm not even playing a good version of it. I haven't even gotten the Impmon stuff to work yet. But the fact that I almost did, and it was funny that I could, that's the big appeal to me. This is such a bad hand. We're mulliganing this. This is not great, but a little bit better. Yeah, like, Greymon just needs too many pieces that it has a hard time finding. Because if Greymon doesn't find specifically Greymon X Antibody, and you don't have another Greymon to digivolve into, like, the problem is their protection also. So it's just like, their protection is just fundamentally, for where the current state of the game is, worse than most of the modern protections, because, sure, it's a good protection, but if you, A, don't find all of the pieces to make it work, then it doesn't matter. And B, if the opponent has any way to strip your sources, which a lot of the best blue decks can, then your deck just is not work. Like, your protections just do not matter, and that's part of what makes Greymon pretty strong. Also, you're still kind of weak to Digivolve, which is just a common, like, theme. And you're also weak to soft removal, which is becoming more prominent as hard removal starts getting pushed out. Because there's just so many Omni protections that, like, it's reasonably hard to have hard removal be relevant. And we're only getting more Omni protections, which is going to put a bigger strain on, like, removal options like this. Like, if Rivals Barrage is in my hand, 9 out of 10 times, it's probably a dead card. I want this card to be milled. Hey, speaking of Agumon, so they're leaning towards a more mono black variant. My hand just kind of sucks. I'm gonna hold. I don't need to attack. I just need to try to, like, fix it. Ukomon. That's a good fix. I'll just get rid of Velgar again. Velgar is usually the one that's better in the trash. So now I could raise out and then Uko next turn. So, like, if they give me one... no, I'm like, next turn I'm forced to Koichi again. Although triple Koichi is not bad. Maybe versus monsters will not be full of Machine Dramon. So I'm expecting Metal Empire to be a thing in that set because they are trying to lean heavier on the family like cards. The big thing with EX9 another Koichi? Are you kidding me? I have seen all 4 Koichis, base Koichis. The thing with EX9 is it's obviously going to be based on another Digivice series. So that's the real thing with EX9. I might as well just drop the Koichi. These rivals are just dead cards in my hand at this point. Yeah, so the big thing on, like, what hybrid decks are doing more specifically that's making them insanely good right now is the added uninteractability that most decks have with hybrids. So, as you kind of have seen, I just let my level 4 die, and then I get every resource that I used up back if I'm playing the deck correctly. So, I'm effectively losing nothing, while my opponent is actually losing stuff. So that's the big thing that's making hybrid decks insane. And purple hybrids, red hybrids, blue hybrids, they're all doing it. Ooh, Beelzemon. I wish this was in the trash sooner. Beelzemon X. I think I just have to attack. Tie? That's not good. There's an argument for me not attacking because I have these two. I'm missing the X antibody, and I could always just try to find a way to grab Itmon back. So it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, I'm sure, like, Metal Empire will be a thing, and then whatever else from the Digivice series that they're pulling from is gonna round out what EX9 is. You're gonna go to 1 end. You're gonna go to 3 anyway, and I ran out of things to play. So I guess this is like an instance where, while the Beelzemon stuff is cute, it's actually creating more bricks in my hand. Granted, if this was, like, Mervamon, it would kind of be in the same category. But, like, because my trash, it's set up for a Duskmon that I don't have. At least, like, this way, he can't raid and just get a free Digimon out. Yeah, I think, like, they're just messing around, to be honest. I don't think Black Greymon is good, but, like, I'm very clearly nowhere near set up. Although the second I find a Duskmon, things are gonna start happening like crazy. Oh. Okay, I have everything. Yes. Sure, I will end your turn. Now I especially have everything. I just need to actually find the proper card. Can I have a Duskmon? No, thank you. Oh, are you gonna ace? Are you gonna ace me, bruh? That's the only thing I don't like about the sim. Like, this pause means they have an ace. And you let it go through anyway? Get out of here. So, reasonably, because of the Balmon, I could get rid of the X antibody if I'm trying to actually build a stack. But I'm, like, so far from set up, like, it's probably not even worth my time. I'm probably, like, off of this, just better off discarding it. Because this card is probably the brickiest card in my hand right now. What a great ace. Yes, exactly. Like, it almost feels like they're just trying to make, like, a Black Greymon work. When a card is removed from a security stack, you can unsuspend this. But it didn't stop the attack. That's the crazy part. Yeah, I'll take away a memory. That's fine. All I need is a Duskmon, and then I can start winning the game. Yeah, maybe they're just testing, like, their paper build or something they want to build in paper. I don't know. But this is just such a bad ace. Like, this is honestly one of the worst aces. Maybe that would be a video to make, is rank the aces. Sure. Are you gonna block? Awesome. Thank you. Now I don't lose. I literally have nothing to play. I literally have nothing to play. So I'm going to have to save this for an Ipmon if I could find one. Like, I was debating about just Rivals Barrage, but I really just don't want to do that. I'd rather save it for, like, when they try to do something. I mean, I could very easily lose this just because I didn't find a Duskmon. Like, the second I find a Duskmon, it's a game changer. Like, I probably can kill him from, like, 1 or 2 memory if I have a Duskmon. Because I, like, use these cards to just not lose memory, and then all my tamers, when they die for my Digimon, just gives me memory. So, if I lose, it's literally because I didn't see Duskmon. You hope the job search has been going well? Right now I'm getting my resume tuned up, so when my resume's finished tuning up, then I'm gonna continue the search. So I kind of just put that on pause, and I'm gonna let everyone who I responded, or everyone who I already applied to, respond to me. And that's kind of the method that I'm gonna be taking. So if he doesn't double break my security, I'm going to have to rivals. Ooh. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to throw Protoform away. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. Not this game. What happened to the job? My job hours changed and it sucks and I hate it and I want out. Matt, that's pretty big. Because at the very least, so I could grab back the imp. So there's a reason there I could grab back the imp or I could grab a Velger, but I think the imp is the right call. Cause that way I could Uko and then imp and and then I'm gonna have to rivals just to live. And hopefully he doesn't play out a Digimon. If he plays out a Digimon, I auto lose. Unless I draw Dusk. Okay, so he played out a Tamer. So I am going to have to rivals one of these. So I'm going to set up Uko and rivals and then hope he doesn't have the ability to multi-attack. Yeah, it's probably going to be rivals on the X antibody. Just because I think it's the more threatening card. Do you edit my video? Do I edit my own videos or do I have an editor? No, I edit everything myself. I am a one-man production. So from the scripting to recording to editing, everything I do is alone. Finally, a Duskmon! Alright, so I Dusk and Digivolve into something. I don't know. That's for 3. Digivolve for 1. Reset. So I could just throw a Jackraid away. That's fine. Just to have the extra memory. So we're gonna Digivolve here. Ooh, that's really good. We're gonna change his Digimon to yellow. So I think Dusk just blows up all of the smallest things, right? Or Velger blows up all the smallest. End of attack by deleting a level 4 or lower purple Digimon. Delete all of the Digimon with the lowest level. So they're all level 4. Cool. So we end this. Digivolve. Yes. Bam. Play a Tamer from the trash. So I'm going to grab back the Dusk because I think I'm set up. No, so I'm going to Intmon in the back. That's okay. I'm just trying to line up, I'm trying to line up the Beelzemon. So I think I have to mat to pull out the, Duskmon. Or I could pull out a Velger. Oh, wait, no, I have to pull out the, whatchamacallit. I have to pull Balmon out because I think I have to do it this way. Because otherwise well, maybe I don't. He's going to go to 3 anyway, so I'm just going to send him to 3 here. And I am going to grab the Balmon out. Just in case I want to try to stack build. Because I am going to have to, like, dusk onto here. And kind of go from there. See what happens. Like, I guess I'm trying to be too cute. I think this is my problem. I'm trying to be too cute. Sinister Order is after BT22. Sinister Order is going to be a villain set, so I don't know what villains they're going to support. But they're obviously not going to support all of them. So I could... That reduces it by 1. I could also just not delete. How do I do this? So I guess the big question is, how the heck do I use Balmon X from this position? I mean, technically, if I kept the X antibody, then I would be in fine shape. So I think I do just have to, unfortunately, do this. Change a tie. We'll change it to green. I'm at 18, so yeah, I do have to do it this way. Oh no. I'm 1 off. I'm 1 card off! That's so infuriating. Whatever. I'm just... Whatever. Oh, and I lived? No! That's, like, actually the worst case scenario. Oh, well, he doesn't have anything in raising. So, I guess it's fine. I mean, like, none of this matters anymore. I don't think he could kill me. Yeah, I literally don't think any of this matters. Because he's at 0 security. I have no way to actually gain enough memory. So, I think I just throw out... I'll see if this gains the rush. Even though I won't be able to attack, I'll see if it gains the rush. Oh, well, I think he just quit. Yeah, I think, like, no Digimon in raising, and knowing the deck doesn't have rush means that he's not going to be able to do anything. No hybrids also means no surprise attacks. So, like, honestly, I was just 110% in the driver's seat. But yeah, so, like, I honestly don't think doubling down on the Beelzemon stuff is gonna be, gonna actually be beneficial at all. It's more of, like, if it happens, it happens. So, like, maybe taking Balmon was a mistake, trying to grab the X antibody back, and I should just learn not to discard X antibody. 'Cause, like... getting up into the higher stages is just fundamentally too difficult. So honestly, like, I could probably just cut the Balmon. Because the deck is just so this. Like, this is the deck. I'm still going to keep Scramble in. I've never used Scramble in this build, so maybe I could take it out. So, does this trigger? No, this doesn't have anything that triggers from the trash. Unfortunate. So I could take the Scramble out, but it does have some, like, niche plays. So maybe I'll just keep the Balmon in. The Balmon X in. Just as a safety precaution. But yeah, it's not that great. And trying to go into Beelzemon, I've never done it. And I've literally just always won off of Dusk and Velgar. But you could kind of see that there is some potential. So maybe I do have to change these to the mill eggs. Just to be able to get more cards into my trash faster. So, purple, where's rookies? Or, no, there, I need level 2s. But I kind of still like the Cupies, just for the memory gain. Like, the memory gain plays so nicely off of Dusk. Because it's what? There's, this one, the starter deck one, that just on delete mills 2. This does not work off of this, so that's kind of useless. I know there's like when attacking mill 1. That's this. Oh no, that's not this one. I know that's some Pagumon. I guess trash. No, almost all of them should say trash. What am I thinking? When a card is trash from my deck, draw one. That's cute. Yeah, honestly, I don't necessarily know if this mill egg is the best. That's this one. When attacking, just mill 1. So it's on delete mill 2 or when attacking mill 1. I don't know. Both are just kind of okay. They're whatevers. So maybe the Cupie... No, the Cupies just gain a memory, though. Do any others gain memory? Pina. If it's deleted outside of battle. This is just better. Because this is helping fill up my trash. So, no, I think like, this is fine. Alright, I know there's, like, purple dog stuff. Oh, no, edit. Like, is there anything else fun? Like, I guess, what are some purple level 6s? Not cost, level. Level 6. Purple. Search. There we go. Alright. So, what are some other things we could break with the dog package? That's the big question of the day. Do I play, like, Ancient Dog? No. I think Ancient Dogs is not good. There's, Megidra. No. There's Old Taka, but I think the I think playing a Tamer is kind of a mistake because of just how much you need for this type of a deck. Belfie Dogs. Do we play Belfie Dogs? Belfie Dog seems kind of cute, to be honest. So, like, let's remove you and the Lord Knight stuff, because you're not good enough. And then we could remove the Cerberus and you. And we play... Belfie and Rage Mode. And what's the level 5? Ostamon. That's it. That is this one. By deleting one of your other purple Digimon. Yeah. Okay. So I could have an extra body out. So I could literally just like Cerberusmon, then Ostamon. I could try to squeeze Karada in here. I think Karada's just a little too much. I think I need more sleep modes than rage modes because I reuse the rage modes. This deck really doesn't need ruin mode. And then maybe I could reduce a protoform because I'm not like hardcore reliant on protoform. And then maybe I run like 2 Karadas. Leviamon is everything. I mean, Leviamon is kind of just a nutso card. So maybe this can be fun. So maybe I get rid of Deltamon for something though. But Deltamon helps out Floodgates. So that's the only problem is like you kind of need Deltamon. So I think like I could reduce maybe Labramon. Because I'm not like playing this I'm not playing this for free anymore. And it's when Digivolving's pretty expensive. So maybe I just play the other Dober. That is this Dober? Yeah. Because then I could at least Dober into this. I could probably reduce Lab for maybe more Floodgates or something. Like a flat, 1 Lab for another Floodgate. What's my rookie count? 11? No, okay, I think this is fine. This probably is just okay. I'm just like goofing around because the dog package is like stupid. Belfie dogs. There we go. Alright, let's see how Belfie dogs does. Yeah, Leviamon just literally goes into every purple deck. Unfortunately, there's like... I could probably reduce the amount of rage modes that I need. Like, reasonably. Going second, I do get a card draw, and then I get a card draw for this. I'll mulligan and see if there's better. Okay, this isn't that bad. I have a Searcher, I have a Scramble still, I have a level 3 and a level 4, so I can still kind of like go up in raising, even though I'm losing out on blocker. Takado. This is the Warper, right? Yeah. So that's a good card draw. Let's Digivolve here. Belfie's good. Digivolve here. That's pretty good. I'm getting some really big hits here. Probably take the Dober. Because I already have a Dober Axe. Oh, I'm an idiot. I could play Delta in here. Wow. So I need to find Rage Mode. Like, if I could find Rage Mode, I'm in a good spot. Oh, never mind. They did it for me. And then he gets to Digivolve and then gain 2 memory back. Yeah, I think I move out here. So I'm probably gonna have to crack the memory boost. So let's first digivolve here. Let's do our for sures. Ooh, Anubis. That's a huge draw. All right. Yeah, so unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to, like, discard either Dober or a Cerberus because I'm going to be Asta. So, like, my play is, like, play Gobbly and then Asta. So I think I do just get rid of a Cerberus X if this is the case. Ooh, that's good. Wisdom, but we're going to set up a scramble. Oh, no! I misplayed. I was supposed to Gobbly before I Asta. That's fine. That was like literally the whole point of the play. At least this is like a win digivolving, so that's fine. Take another sleep mode. Thank you. During the opponent's turn, when a card is trashed from my hands. Okay. So, yeah, I'm just gonna sleep mode, put him to 3. Alright, and now we can have fun. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have... Because that was, like, literally the whole point, was to Gobbly. Because that would have, what, let me digivolve for free? Yeah. So, what is the timing on this? During the opponent's turn, once per turn... during the opponent's turn, when a card is trashed from my hand, I get to play out a level 4 or lower. So I think I just get rid of probably Dober and maybe a Wisdom. Because I'm going to be playing the Dober out. So, I don't know what they're trying to do next. Nothing? Okay. No. I do not need to scramble. Oh, this is online. So that's kind of neat. Gobbly goes down here. Ooh, Ogre's pretty big. So I could swing, delete the Dober into his Digimon. He does have the buff. That's the only problem, is he does have the buff. But maybe I do it anyway? Like, just take the ace. Oh. Yeah, then I'll just beat up your Digimon. Oh, you do get a return apart. So, let's Digivolve in the back down here. Another Dober. Yeah, unfortunately I kind of have to wait for this to die. So, I don't really have any other good plays other than to, like, maybe set up another Wisdom. Ooh, Dober X is a big one. Oh, well, that little goat kind of woke up. He did. The sleepy clock on him. He's adorable. Like, look at him. Oh, he doesn't want to warp? Or does he not have another one? Oh, he's playing, like, old... I know the simulator isn't on EX8 yet, so they're just trying to make Old Gallant work. Spoiler, it doesn't. I could have digivolved into sleep mode, but I don't have another rage mode in my trash. So I also don't care if this dies because I have purple scramble. Purple scramble is pretty good. And then I also have Anubis, so I could be like, yeah, Anubis, I'll just play out sleep mode. You do have Blitz, so you do have that. But I am 14. Oh, you do have plus 2,000? Whoa! Look at that Magidramon ace. To not delete my Digimon. And you're not going to kill him because you're not going to attack into me. Oh, you had security attack plus? I guess you did. Do I need to scramble? Not really. Oh, I have too many cards in my hand. So, this is the part where I don't really get a lot of value on Cerberus. But, I mean, I get enough. So let's crack the boost. Or the training. Ooh, that's big. A second purple scramble. We're going to be getting rid of the rage mode. We're going to draw a card. Ooh, protoform. Came a little too late. Astamon. That's pretty good. Gain a memory. Gain a memory. Yeah, so I think I kind of have to just Anubis here. So I could scramble into Anubis. And then Anubis, I can get rid of a sleep mode. Oh, hold on. I could set up an Asta play here. So I could get rid of you, and you. Yeah. And then I could play out... I probably would just want to play out an Ogre. Like, I could play out the Asta, but the Asta needs me to delete another Digimon, and I don't want to do that yet. So, I just get lots of benefits here. So I could swing in his Digimon. Yeah, I think I done goofed. I should have kept a level 5. Delete a Digimon to unsuspend. Is this when it's played out by an effect? Yeah. I mean, I could just digivolve into a sleep mode and be perfectly okay. Yeah, we'll delete. another rage mode. Yeah, I'm just going to try going a little on the harder side. Like, we're just kind of all in. Okay, there's the Asta. So, discard probably Pagazi. Yes. No, we discard the rage mode all the time. I could just delete this this sleep mode if I really wanted to. Oh. So I could Asta for 1. Play out. Do I have the? Yeah, I do have a lab, so I could play out the lab to grab the Anubis back. If I just want to have double sleep mode. Because don't I have a sleep mode in my trash? I do. Does this let me... Oh, it's from my hand. Darn. Miscalculated. So I should have just dobered. Got it. That's just during my turn. So I'll give you blocker. I probably have misplayed this like so badly. There was probably so many better things I could have done, and I chose to do none of it. Yeah, because now they're just going to go up. How did he... Oh, by 2,000. Oh, no, it's this. The digimon. That's what let me do it. Or let him do it. I don't know why he's wasting all of this effort. I mean, he has to delete the... Oh, he gets to delete the... I mean, he only gets 1 attack. And he deletes this instead of gaining the buff. And then I just discard, like, Gazi and maybe Protoform. No, I think it is. No, it has to be. It is Protoform. And then I take Lab. Lab lets me take... Oh, I have to discard a card. Shoot. Yeah, I guess I just discard Gobbly. And then we grab Anubis. Do I rig the top? What do I rig the top with? Yeah, I don't think I rigged the top. Let's just check what we have in here. I don't really have anything worth rigging the top. So... Because what do I need to draw? I have pretty much everything. A lab. Psych. So I think I just do... I try the 2 checks, see if he has the ace. He has the ace. Yeah, there were so many more efficient lines that I could have done that I just didn't have chosen not to do. So this is going to burn 3 security. Yeah, this is going to burn 3 security. So I have to, like, sleep mode. I think I just lose no matter what. Yeah, I didn't play that efficiently at all. I know there were way more effective lines I could have done. Because there was the Asta play that I wanted to make that I just completely didn't do. I whiffed that one because I forgot to play the Goblymon out. Yeah, there was just so many misplays in that one game that it astonishes even me. Let's go ahead and keep this hand. It's not the worst, but it's not the best. So we Gobbly. Training. Oh, I wonder what I'm taking. And training again. There's an argument for Ogre. He didn't play any of it, so that's fine by me. It trashes 4. It would have trashed all of them. I didn't realize it counted itself. I could hold and just Karada. Like, I'm not in that big of a hurry right now. I just need to try to find my parts and pieces. So, like, I probably am going to either discard Ogre or discard Dober. I mean, because I need to keep the lab, unfortunately. He got a Commandramon hit. Gobbly. Training. I can just get rid of a Serb. That's fine. Karada. Draw a card. Gain a memory. Another lab. Yeah, unfortunately I don't have my sleep mode. He's putting a lot of pressure on me, and I have no way to actually respond. So he's going to at least be at 2 memory. Oh, he's at 5k. Gross. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm kind of just forced to Belfie here. Like, I don't have a way to not. I'm just caught in a really bad spot because of the sheer aggression that they put on. I guess this is, like, the one big flaw with Belfie is you need the sleep mode. Like, you need the rage mode in order for sleep mode to just function. Because I could just easily get de-digivolved here, and then everything that I did just doesn't matter. But at least I'm like a blocker, and I could constantly use the negate effect. No. I'll just block that. That's fine. No, I'll just take the damage. Okay. Well, all those go to the bottom. No. The reason why I'm saving the block is for this. I probably should have. Just to be able to play out a Digimon. But I kind of just don't want this to die because then it'll just spawn more bodies potentially. Oh, yeah, so he just de-digivolves me anyway. So I should have done the effect. Well, there's the rage mode I wanted. Oh, that was a draw if I ever saw one. What am I doing? Uno, dos, tres. Gain a memory. Delete. No, EX8 isn't on here yet. Gain a memory. So as long as he doesn't have Rush Nume, I should be okay. We're going to discard probably the lab and a memory boost. And do I have... I don't. We'll just play out Ogre. Or I could play out Ghazi or Psych. Maybe Ghazi's better. The deck doesn't really gain memory, so I think Ogre's just better. Oh, he's got Rush. Yeah, if I had Blocker, I would have won. Yeah, my big misplay was not stopping one of those attacks sooner. Yeah, EX8 is out as a product. Digimon, like, the simulator usually just updates later. I don't know if there's any, like, actual good purple level 6s outside of Leviamon that's actually, like, hardcore worth it. So I could just convert this to the Cancer. That's probably fine. Let me look up what the Cancer even is. Eggman. Levia X. So 3, 1. How many? Only 1. And then you are on Lotmon for some utility. Where's Lopex? Oh, there you are. There's Lopex. And then 1 Gabu. The 1 Gabu. Then 1 Octo. We could take these suckers out. And those losers. For... Oh, you're not... He's not running any ogres. That's fine. So the 1 Octo... 3 of you, 4 of you. He's really light on these. 2 Drago. Oh, Drago. Alright, we'll play like a real deck. I guess purple. Just to make searching easier. Two Drago, 1 Serb. Then the Levias. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1 Scramble. 1, 2, 3 of you. Oh, he's heavier on the Protos. I'll do 3 Protos and 1 Ruin. This is probably fine. Oh, I need to change the name. To Purple Dogs. Purple Dogs. There we go. Alright, let's actually try playing for realsies. Belfie's cute. I just don't think it works that well in this. I have Gobbly. I have Dober. So maybe I could keep this. I think maybe I just mulligan. I feel like I could do better. Like, I know how these types of decks work. And I'm, like, super reliant on the searching tools in the early stages. Like, in the early turns. So not gaining a memory inheritable is pretty big here. I could take the Octo just to have something, but maybe I just take Wisdom just to play out Wisdom next turn and hope that I have a follow-up. Oh, it's this deck. I think I beat this deck. Like, the Omnimon's really annoying. Scramble, so... I could keep in raising, or I can move out. The deck doesn't really gain memory, so... At least when it does, it's off of everything but not a tamer. Ooh, those are both really good. I think I just take the Biting Crush. Like, getting Biting Crush set up is pretty good. The Leviathan X is also pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Both are solid. I don't know what I need. I'll just take the Biting Crush. Like, this is just sheer inexperience with this deck and this matchup. Is, like, that's why you have to, like, play in practice. Because otherwise, if you don't know, you just don't know. So he takes none of them. That's good for me. Okay, so I could just waste this Dober in the back. Or, actually, I could just Anubis here, to be honest. Like, maybe that's the better play, is just to Anubis. It's throwing a lot away. I will say that. Oh, the Dober X is a huge pickup, though.